Bible in a nutshell, the 364-day time prison, Book of Jubilees. The synchronization of the cage. What if I told you that the time you follow has been a tool of control designed to misalign your soul from the rhythm of creation since antiquity? You wake up, work, and celebrate dates you believe are sacred, but what if you are operating on corrupted temporal software? The Book of Jubilees is not just an ancient text. It is the record of a rebellion against the matrix of time. It claims there is a solar calendar of 364 days, fixed, exact, and immutable, and that any other system is a systemic corruption. Prepare yourself. We are about to hack the chronology of your existence. The Celestial Time Engineering. The source code of time. Welcome to the Dystopian Bible. Today we are talking about the architecture of your prison. The Book of Jubilees reveals that time is not a human invention, but a frequency revealed from heaven and recorded on heavenly tablets. This isn't about counting days. It's about obeying a rigid cosmic structure. In a dystopian system, following the wrong calendar isn't a cultural mistake. It is spiritual rebellion. If you interpret life literally, you accept the clock they gave you without questioning who holds the key to the gears. The mathematics of perfection versus chaos. The 364-day calendar is entirely solar and mathematically perfect. 52 exact weeks. This means the sacred never changes. It is predictable, fixed, and eternal, with holy dates falling on the same day every year. But the system we live in prefers the lunar calendar, an oscillating frequency that depends on human observation and constant adjustments. Why the insistence on mathematical perfection? Because to miss the rhythm is to allow chaos to infiltrate the divine order. Whoever controls your calendar controls your worship, and whoever controls your worship owns your soul. The blind spot of deleted history. There were communities like the Essenes who preferred exile in the desert over accepting a corrupted time. They knew the temple was celebrating dead dates in the wrong frequencies. The Book of Jubilees is an indictment. Humanity forgot the correct code and began following the moon, mixing the sacred with the profane. This error isn't just technical, it is a structural failure leading to moral corruption. When you lose connection with real time, you become an orphan of eternity. The system hack, time as a decree. The number 364 is the code of completeness, divisible by the biblical number 7. It preserves the rhythm without interruptions. However, the real world operates on approximately 365¼ days, creating a drift the system uses to keep us in disequilibrium. The calendar is not science, it is identity and a theological weapon. By claiming time was revealed by angels, Jubilee strips power from human priests and returns it to the celestial plane. Time is an eternal decree, not a political convenience. The resistance of temporal memory. When you define the calendar, you define history. You decide when liberation occurs and when the divine acts. The Gregorian calendar you use today carries the weight of centuries of domination and traditions that ignore the original frequency. The secret 364-day calendar is a dystopian reminder that time can be an instrument of absolute spiritual authority. In antiquity, measuring days was measuring faithfulness. Today, it is measuring submission. The awakening of the inner rhythm. The purpose of this record is not theoretical. It is a psychological urgency. Who defines your time today? If you live out of sync with the original plan, you are living a life of noise and interference. The Dystopian Bible summons you to question the marking of your days. Reclaim authority over your own story. The key to synchronicity. The system wants you to remain asleep, counting days that do not belong to you. But now you have heard the frequency. Time is the final spiritual control. Eden is not a place on a map. It is a state of synchrony that the system broke. Awaken. The frequency of life is calling, and it no longer accepts your delay. If this code expanded your vision regarding the prison of time, subscribe to the channel to keep hacking reality. Share this record with other sleepers and leave a comment. Is time just science to you or a tool for spiritual control?